Welcome to Exponential Growth Theory. Tonight, when you log into your favorite streaming app, you are going to click play without a second thought. You assume you own the digital movie you bought last week, but you do not. In fact, you own nothing on your screen. For decades, when you bought something, it was yours forever. You paid once, walked out of the store, and kept it. Then, a silent revolution changed how the world works. Last year, Amazon paid $2.5 billion over a single button. It was a cancel button. $1 billion was a fine, and $1.5 billion went back to 35 million customers. Why would a company fight so hard to hide one simple option? The transition did not start with streaming services. It began on May 6, 2013, at a technology conference in Los Angeles. Adobe announced that Creative Suite 6 was its final physical release. There would be no box software anymore. From that morning on, customers had to pay $49.99 every single month forever. Before that day, software was purchased like a bag of chips. You bought it once, and the transaction was over. When Adobe forced a monthly fee, nearly 50,000 users signed a petition in protest. Adobe's revenue dropped immediately. Their own annual filings proved total net revenue declined that year. Yet, executive boardrooms remained entirely unfazed. Fast forward 12 years, and Adobe generates over $23 billion annually, with 94% coming from recurring bills. Why did every major industry rush to copy this exact model? To Wall Street, a dollar that arrives every month is exponentially more valuable than a dollar paid once. Predictability drives corporate valuation. Soon, Microsoft, software companies, car manufacturers, and printer makers all forced monthly plans. Then, entertainment copied the exact same playbook. In 2019, NBC Universal paid $500 million just to license The Office from its own subsidiary. The show pulled more sign-ups to their service in 1 week than their original launch. Seeing this, every studio pulled its content back to launch individual apps. The single catalog you used to pay one price for evaporated overnight. At first, companies lured customers with convenience. In 2017, Netflix famously tweeted that sharing a password was love. By 2022, 100 million households were sharing accounts. Then came the inevitable turn. Internal research had identified password sharing as lost revenue years earlier. The moment subscriber growth stalled, sharing was rebranded as theft. Crackdowns began, prices climbed, and ads were added back into tiers users were already paying for. In 2023, 3 economists analyzed 4.5 years of payment card data covering millions of subscribers. They isolated what happened when a credit card expired and the automatic charge failed. In that exact month, cancellations spiked dramatically across every single service. Without automatic renewals, companies would lose up to half their recurring revenue. This exposed a dark reality of modern commerce. The content is not the product. Your memory is the product. Companies rely on human inattention to generate billions in passive profit. When Amazon made canceling Prime complicated, they gave the multi-step process an internal code name, the Iliad. Internal emails even described unwanted recurring charges as an unspoken corporate cancer. Yet every time user testing made leaving easier, signups dropped. So executives deliberately chose the harder, more frustrating path. In late 2024, California passed Law AB 2426. It explicitly prohibits digital storefronts from using the word buy if the consumer is only receiving a revocable license. If buying isn't owning, then the entire structure of digital ownership is an illusion. Piracy never spiked because people became greedy. It spiked because legal options got progressively worse. We turned ownership into endless rent, and in the process, traded permanence for temporary access. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.